Hey y'all, hey, what's up? Ace here with your 9th recap of the challenge, Free Agents, y'all. Today is Saturday, and just like last Saturday, I'm drinking coffee because it's too early to drink the alcohol. It's really not. I should have started drinking earlier because cheers to the freaking weekend. I'll drink to that, yeah. Anyway, guys, I really tried to get an intro for this week. I really wanted one from Cohutta or Nany, and they haven't been able to do one yet, but you guys should tweet them. I'll put their stuff down in the description. You tweet them and let them know that you want to see them do an intro for Ace's recap. Damn it. And make sure you say damn it and be very forceful with them. Today I'm sporting my Team JG t-shirt for Jay from Real World Explosion. You guys know him. He's my bro, and he sent me one of these shirts, and it's awesome. You guys can get your own. I'll put the link down in the description. It's super cute, right? It's got like a little crown on it because, you know, Jay's a king, and on the back it looks like this. So make sure you go down to the description, you get yourself one of these because they're awesome. Moving on into this week's episode, it started off with Cohutta and Nany being super duper totes adorable like they always are. Nany's putting makeup on Cohutta's face, normal. Laurel's talking to Cara Maria about everybody coming to her and wanting to be on her side and for her to help keep them in the house. Cara Maria starts being annoying because she's paranoid that Laurel is going to actually send her in. I don't think that's what Laurel's saying, but Cara Maria is being super paranoid, and Laurel's like,
shut up, stop being annoying.
Cara's upset about it. I guess they're in a BFF fight now. Later that night, Jessica and Laurel are talking to each other and having kind of a BFF, writing love notes in our bed together kind of night, and Cara Maria is trying to go to sleep, and she's like, can you guys shut up? And they're like, no, and she can't sleep in there, so she's acting all dramatic. Moving out of the drama and into the challenge. This challenge is called Dugout, and it's teams of 2. Peace. There's like 6 giant ramps dug into the ground, and each player on the team will run from a different section of this fucking asterisk looking thing, and they'll run down the ramps past each other with balls in their hand to try to get the balls to the other side faster than the other teams. So it's basically 3 teams of 2 running at each other, trying to get balls in the other sides faster than the others, while colliding into each other, and it being very painful. So the teams are Team CT and Zach. This is a solid fucking team. Team Cohutta and Bananas. Team Not Bananas and Leroy. And then for the girls, we have Team Devin and Laurel. Team Teresa and Nany. And Team Cara Maria and Jessica, which Cara Maria is not happy about being paired up with Jessica, you guys. I don't think Jessica's too thrilled to be paired up with Cara Maria either, but, you know, this is how the game works. So here we start the game. The girls go first, and I can already tell this is gonna be like a really fucking painful experience. They all start running from their starting points, and then bah! Ouch, commercial. It's always funny how they strategically throw a commercial like right when something happens, or when they want you to think something happened, and then once the commercial comes, once the episode comes back from commercial, it's like nothing even happened. They just made that seem a lot bigger than it was. TV. I don't like challenges that hurt me while I'm sitting on the couch watching them. Like, I can feel the pain. I'm such a pussy. So the first thing that happens is Cara Maria plows into Nany really fucking hard, but then Nany gets up before Cara Maria, and Cara Maria now can't find her ball. She's all discombobulated. All the girls are already confused just from that first run in. They're running back and forth and back and forth and back. I can't even keep track of who's fucking where. I don't even know who's winning. Laurel's moving slower than she usually does in challenges because she doesn't want to get her face smashed in, which I completely understand. Cara goes to put her last ball on the ball rack thing, but there's another ball there that hasn't been taken yet by Jessica, so she can't put her ball in, and she's like, I can't do anything. Nany and Teresa end up winning this challenge. Yes, Nany and Teresa. Teresa is still here. Nany is now bleeding from the face. She is a soldier. She made it through this whole challenge bleeding from the face. I would be just a mess. And Cara Maria is of course frustrated because they lost because of Jessica. So the boys start off, and CT and Zach are killing it from the beginning, as we knew they would. Power team, y'all. I certainly wouldn't want one of those guys to run into me. Devin back with the hilarious quotes, just like every other episode of the challenge. I think that Devin and Cohutta need to be on every single challenge from here on out, just for the sake of the commentary. Tell me if you feel the same way down in the comments, y'all. So anyway, all the boys are running through this thing, but they're all kind of like slowing down once they get to the middle so they don't like run into anybody, and Devin had this to say about it.
I think the other boys are playing a smart game. There's not much you can do if CT stepped on you.
Hashtag truth. Hashtag facts. Not Bananas is fucking everything up. He can't seem to get anything right. He's taking the wrong balls from the wrong racks. He's knocking racks of balls over. LOL. So Leroy is now having to pick up his slack for their team. CT sees Leroy coming around the corner and he's all,
"Kill now, ask questions later."
boom, he runs right into Leroy, and CT and Zach wind up winning that challenge, like we knew they would. On their way back home from the challenge, Nany looked a little something like this. She's got things up her nose, a bag of ice on her head, and she is just a soldier for getting through this. Is this a sexy look? Anyway, she's tough. I'd still be laying back there, left somewhere in the fucking sand. They're all chatting on the way back to the house about who they want to put in, and they're bringing up Cohuta's name, and this is making Nany very uncomfortable. Back at the house, Cohuta asks Nany, and he's like, what's going on with the vote? How does the vote look? And Nany's like, it doesn't look too good. It's probably between you and Leroy. And Cohuta's like, isn't there anything you can do? But there's nothing Nany can do about it. It's the majority of the people want to vote him in, and he's very nervous about it. Moving on to drinking time. Should have put some whiskey in this coffee. It would have been a good idea. Laurel and Cara Maria are still fighting because neither one of them want to break the silence and apologize or talk about what happened. Not Bananas is not drinking because he's afraid that he's gonna go into the elimination tomorrow and he wants to be, you know, not hungover. Teresa's outside talking to Leroy about sending people in, and she finds out that Leroy does not have her back, so she has no problem sending him into the elimination. At the deliberation, the vote goes a little something like this, something like this. Teresa votes for Jess, Nany votes for Jess, CT votes for Jess, and Zach votes for Jess. Everybody votes for Jess. Jess is going into the elimination. Son. I'll never become a rapper. It's kind of something that I always dreamed of being. During the boys' vote, Zach votes for Cohuta because he thinks that he's a great competitor, so he's gonna send him in. That's always the nice thing people say when they want to send you in. They're like,
"I'm gonna send this guy in because it's getting down to the end of this, and he's a really good competitor and not somebody that I would want to go up against in the final elimination. So
just say his name. Just say his name. And send him in. Nany votes for Not Bananas because of course she's not going to vote for Cohuta. Come on. CT and Teresa then both also vote for Cohuta, so Cohuta is going into the elimination. Ugh. Back at the house, Jess is feeling the calm before the storm of going into the elimination round. Nany is upset and worried because she doesn't want Cohuta to go into the elimination and not come back. So she's kind of being all sulky, and he's like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. Something to note. Whenever I say that I'm fine, my wife says, you know what fine means? Fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. Just something to think about. These two are adorable though, for reals. Are you guys loving the Nany and Cohuta love fest? Tell me down in the comments because I want to know. During the non-commercial commercial break, that's part of the show, but isn't really part of the show that they try to make a commercial when they try to make you think that the episode's actually back, but it's not because it's just like 15 seconds and then we're back to commercials. It's fucking annoying. Just put that shit in the show. Zach is talking all about how Laurel writes things down in this burn book that she has, which is a book that she writes in because she likes to document all of her thoughts. Zach's all thinking she's drawing witchcraft in there and pictures of people dying. He thinks that she's fucking terrifying, which is hilarious to me that big ass dude bro Zach is terrified of Laurel. Everybody dislikes Laurel, and I don't fucking get it. Moving on to our favorite part of these recaps, the draw. Let's kill bitches. Devin, no kill. And she's all like, Yahtzee, I'm safe. Bananas, no kill. Cara Maria, kill. Oh shit. And then TJ's like, good job, Cara, that's the kill card. TJ's got jokes. Moving on. Not Bananas, no kill. Leroy, kill. Cohuta is scared now. Y'all. So now it's Cara Maria versus Jessica and Cohuta versus Leroy. These two matchups are really questionable because you would think that Cara Maria would win against Jessica because she's Cara Maria, and also that it would be an easy win because, I mean, it's Cara Maria. Also, Leroy has a couple of feet on Cohuta. I mean, Cohuta's a little nugget, but Cohuta's a strong nugget, and Cohuta's a determined nugget. So let's see what happens here. The elimination game is balls in, and I almost hate this elimination because it's always like the person who is like the biggest or something, or the strongest, can kind of like overtake the other person in this elimination and get the balls in because it's just easier for them. The girls go first and Jessica has the ball. Cara Maria is trying to punch the ball out of Jessica's arms and trying to push her out of the circle, but Jess is holding on to that fucking ball, you guys. She's not fucking around. She gets close enough to the hole and then throws the ball trying to make it in, and it does not go in. And during this challenge, I would not try to throw the ball. We're not shooting any threes into this thing. Like, you're just gonna get punched in the face. The ball's not gonna go in. Your best bet is to just like carry that other person over to that trash can thing with a hole in it and dump it in there. Am I right, ladies? But after that, Cara grabs her by the fucking helmet. After she's already like lost the ball, she can't do anything else. Like, it's now Cara's turn. Cara's grabbing her by the helmet, and Jess is getting all feisty. She's like,
Get out of my fucking face!
Laurel is now cheering and chanting for Jessica, which is awkward, I agree, since her and Cara are besties and shit. But, you know, this is a game. The next round, Jess put up another fight. The score is still 0-0. It's like Jess is holding her own in this challenge, y'all. Cara finally makes one in, hurting her hand a little bit in the process, but she's like not thinking about that at that point. Dude, they're just going back and forth, and Jess is giving Cara a run for her fucking money right now. It's kind of crazy, but at the end of it all, Cara makes another basket in and wins, but she gives Jess a hug. I mean, Jess really fought to stay in this game during this elimination. Props to you, Jess. Pound it. Now that the elimination is over, Cara's realizing that something is really fucked up in her hand and she's going to see the medic. Boys time. Cohutta is so fucking cute, you guys. I just want to put him in my pocket and have him say little country sayings to me for the rest of time. On the first round, Leroy just kind of picks up Cohutta and knocks him out of the ring. On the next round, Leroy gets a ball in and I'm like, oh, stop it. I don't want Cohutta to go home. Next, Cohutta tries to do the same thing Jessica tried to do. He tried to take a shot from afar and he misses. And then on the next try, Cohutta puts up a really good fight, but ultimately Leroy gets it in, sending Cohutta home. But not before Cohutta jumps up to Nany and gives her a goodbye smooch-a-roozles. I literally got a little bit teary-eyed. What's fucking wrong with me? So it's really sad to me to see both of these players go home. I really like Jess, and I think that she did a fucking amazing job. I really love Cohutta, and I'm sad that I'm not going to be able to say any more of his quotes on this recap until the end because it's so sad. You guys have to make an intro so at least we can hear from Cohutta one more time, you know, before this whole thing ends. And we'll see you back, Cohutta, and we'll see you back, Jess, or we better, or I'm coming looking for you. Back at the house, Nany is talking to Laurel about how they should just talk to each other, and Laurel's like, no. Meanwhile, the guys are going off about Laurel, talking about what a bad person she is and how she would eat her own child if she was hungry. Let's talk about this for a second because I really don't think that Laurel is that bad of a person. What do you guys think? I know some of you don't like her because you tell me down in the comments every week, but I know some of you do like her because you tell me down in the comments every week. So let's tally up this vote, shall we? Tell me down in the comments if you like Laurel, and if you don't, why you don't like Laurel, because I love Laurel and I think that she's been the same just every time she's on a challenge or something. She's the same person, so I don't see what the big deal is now. But I know that I read all kinds of crazy tweets about her cheering for Jess and being mean to Cara Maria and how she's such a bitch and bleh. Anyway, I just want to know. You guys want to know why I don't like Janae? Janae, who I really miss, by the way. I really miss Janae. I miss you, Janae. Come back to me. The episode ends with Cara Maria crying in the medic van because they think that she could have possibly broken her hand. If she broke her hand, she could possibly have to be sent home and not be able to finish out this challenge, which would suck balls for her, and she would be very fucking upset. I think she would start punching herself in the head or something. I don't know. We'll see next week, and that's when I'll see you guys again. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share it. Don't forget to go tweet Cohutta and Nany and everybody else that you want to see make an intro, and tell them to do it for Ace, do it for the recaps. And until next week, I love your guys' faces, and I'll see you then. Peace out.
Hey y'all, hey! It's Jess from MTV, the Challenge Free Agents. You can contact me at MTV Jess on Twitter or Instagram, but for now, you're checking out Ace's recaps on last week's episode.